Placing the doormat incorrectly, even blessings will turn away. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you work, your family still seems stuck in poverty and struggle? You might think it's just a coincidence, but what if I told you that the way we arrange our living spaces, especially something as simple as the placement of a doormat, could be the key to unlocking prosperity or keeping poverty intact? I know this might sound a bit superstitious, but hear me out. What if the key to overcoming barriers in your life and inviting abundance lies in the small details we create in our homes? Specifically, today we're going to talk about one of the most overlooked things, the doormat. Before you roll your eyes, stay with me for a moment. This isn't about superstition, it's about energy flow. The ancient wisdom of Feng Shui teaches us that small shifts in our environment can have a huge impact on the energy we attract. In Feng Shui, the front door is often called the mouth of Qi, life energy. It's the entry point for everything in your life: health, wealth, opportunities, and yes, even negative energy. So, what does your doormat say about the energy entering your home? Does it welcome prosperity, or does it unintentionally block the good things from coming in? Imagine if something as simple as a crooked or worn-out doormat could be stopping the flow of good energy into your life. It may sound strange, but this tiny detail might just be the hidden reason why things aren't moving forward for you. So, stay with me until the end of this video, and I'll show you how to set your doormat with intention, creating a harmonious space that invites prosperity and peace into your life. And before we begin, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share with me. I am always ready to welcome prosperity into my home and life, or feel free to share any positive affirmation you live by. Let's keep the good energy flowing and bring wonderful things our way. The first mistake that many people often make is the doormat is dirty, torn, or crooked. Let's get real for a moment. How many of us, when we think of our doormat, don't even bat an eye about its condition? We step on it every day, cleaning our shoes, and moving on with our busy lives. But here's the thing: most people have no idea that something as simple as an old, messy doormat sitting in front of their house could be draining their wealth, pushing good opportunities away, and letting bad energy seep in without them even realizing it. A dirty, torn, or crooked doormat doesn't just look bad, it literally messes with the energy flow of your home. Imagine it: when energy enters your home through the front door, it's like a gust of wind, fresh, lively, and full of possibilities. But if it hits a dirty, misaligned mat, it gets blocked, redirected, or worse, dispersed into chaos. It's like throwing a pebble into a still pond. Suddenly, everything is off balance. But think about this: what do you think that says to the universe? To the world outside? To potential opportunities? To the prosperity you're desperately trying to manifest? A torn mat. That's sending a message of decline, stagnation, and even poverty. And you wonder why things aren't improving? The truth is, these small, overlooked things matter. The simple act of stepping on a torn or dirty mat sends out invisible signals to the universe, inviting struggle and discouragement instead of success. And here's the worst part: many people walk over that same doormat every day, unaware of how it's quietly blocking the good things waiting to come in. Continuing with the second mistake that many people overlook, it is the doormat is too big. You might think, the bigger the mat, the better, right? It's practical, it covers more ground, and it might even look more luxurious. But in Feng Shui, too much of a good thing is not always the answer. A doormat that's too big can create a sense of heaviness at your front door. It's like trying to force a piece of furniture into a space that's just too small. For it, everything feels cramped, suffocating, and out of place. When your mat covers the entire entrance, it blocks the free flow of energy. It traps positive energy outside while the negative energy slowly builds up, like a pile of junk collecting at the door. Energy is meant to flow freely. And if your mat is too large, it creates a barrier at the very entry point of your home, making the space feel weighed down. Ever feel like things just aren't moving forward, like you're stuck in a loop? Maybe it's time to check your doormat. Could it be blocking your path to success and leaving you in a constant state of imbalance? An oversized mat sends a message to the universe that you're overwhelmed, that you're too much for the space, or that you're not allowing the natural flow of energy to come in. This imbalance can be subtle, but over time, it wears on you, slowing your progress, hindering your growth, and causing tension in your life that you might not even realize is connected to this seemingly insignificant detail. Choosing doormats with negative or aggressive patterns is also one of the serious mistakes. Harmful or aggressive patterns on the doormat. Let's talk about something that most people don't think twice about: the design of their doormat. It's just a mat, right? Well, not really. In Feng Shui, every symbol, every shape, and every image carries energy whether you realize it or not. And let me tell you something, a doormat with aggressive or hostile patterns is not just ugly, it's a silent disruptor. Skulls, sharp triangles, wild animals, or even chaotic zigzags, they're not just trendy, they're energy bombs. These symbols create an unstable, fragmented energy that disrupts the natural flow of harmony in your home. They're like inviting conflict, stress, and misfortune into your space without even knowing it. Think about it, every day, you step on that mat. Every single day, you interact with those symbols. And the energy you're walking on, absorbing, and spreading is either positive or negative, there's no in between. Do you want to invite chaos, failure, and anxiety into your home? Because that's what those patterns are doing. They're sending a message to the universe that you're welcoming confusion, misfortune, and negativity. What if you replace that aggressive design with something calm, peaceful, and grounding? A symbol that represents wealth, prosperity, or growth. Something that draws positive energy and helps your home feel like a sanctuary instead of a battleground. It might sound trivial, but it's these small changes that make all the difference in shaping the energy of your life. The fourth mistake is a doormat that's not regularly cleaned. Here's the thing, we all get busy. Cleaning the house, managing our lives, running errands. But neglecting the cleanliness of your doormat can silently sabotage your energy, and here's why. A dirty, dusty, or moldy doormat is not just an eyesore, it symbolizes stagnation. It symbolizes mental clutter, financial clutter, and emotional chaos. Every time you step on it, you're inviting that mess into your home. Think about it. You wipe your shoes on it, but do you ever pause to consider what kind of energy you're inviting into your space when it's not cleaned regularly? It's not just a hygiene issue, it's a Feng Shui issue. A neglected doormat with dirt, mold, or grime represents all the things you're holding onto: old fears, outdated beliefs, unclean thoughts. It's like carrying around a weight that you don't even realize is there, and it drags your energy down. And then, you wonder why your luck feels like it's been stalling for years. A dirty mat doesn't just block positive energy, it absorbs negative energy. When you don't care for it, you're basically telling the universe that you're okay with that stagnant, low energy flow. And what does that bring? More stagnation. More chaos. More difficulty in your finances, relationships, and even in your personal growth. So, what's the fix? Regularly clean your mat, not just for hygiene's sake but as a ritual to clear your space. A clean mat can literally reset the energy of your home, inviting fresh, positive energy to flow in. It's like opening a window to let in fresh air, simple, but so powerful. Finally, leaving your doormat too dirty is another mistake that affects your family's finances. Neglecting the positioning of the doormat. How many times have you just tossed the doormat in front of the door without giving it a second thought? You probably don't even consider whether it's aligned properly or if it's too close to the door. But placement is crucial in Feng Shui. If your doormat isn't placed properly, it will throw the whole energy of your entryway off balance. It's like trying to enter a room through a door that's partially blocked. It doesn't feel right, and you know it. Your energy, your luck, everything, it's all disrupted by that little misalignment. A misaligned mat scatters the energy that enters your home. When energy comes into your space, it's supposed to flow smoothly. But if your mat is crooked, too far in or out, or simply not aligned with the entrance, you're creating a subtle block in the energy flow. That, my friend, is not a great way to invite prosperity in. And let's be real, if your mat is constantly out of place, how does that make you feel? Maybe a little unsettled? Unbalanced? You might not consciously realize it, but these small disruptions can have a ripple effect on your life. They can impact your mood, your mindset, and even how you handle day-to-day challenges. So, take a moment and make sure your doormat is aligned correctly with your door. It's an easy fix that sends a powerful signal of order, stability, and intention. The key to a prosperous home lies in balance. While making mistakes with the placement of your doormat might seem like something ordinary, if you know how to restore balance to this negative energy, you'll be able to welcome more luck and prosperity into your home. The first solution I want to share with you is properly aligning your doormat. A simple action like straightening and tidying up your doormat can completely change the energy in your home. So, what exactly do you need to do? It's very simple, just align the doormat with the edge of your door. That's it. But it's incredibly effective. When the doormat is properly aligned, the energy in your home flows easily, bringing balance and harmony to your space. But if it's crooked or out of place, the energy gets scattered, and prosperity gets blocked. You might not realize it, but a crooked doormat is like a door that's barely open, pushing away the good energy trying to enter. It sends an invisible message to the universe: I'm not ready for good things. But when your doormat is aligned correctly, energy flows freely, and so do opportunities. You're not just arranging an object, you're opening the door to welcome success. Next, let's talk about choosing the right size and shape. You might think this doesn't matter, but in reality, it's very important. You don't want a doormat that's too big, covering the entire entrance and making your home feel cramped. But you also don't want one that's too small, barely covering part of the space. It's all about balance. The doormat should be large enough to cover the area right in front of your door, but not so large that it makes the entrance feel crowded. A mat that's too big sends a message of overwhelm. It's like saying, I can't handle this space. This creates a barrier, blocking good energy. A properly sized mat allows energy to flow naturally without disrupting the space. What about the shape? If your door has sharp angles, a square or rectangular mat is the ideal choice. But if your door is arched or slightly rounded, you can go for a mat with gentle curves. It's as simple as matching the shape of the mat to your door. It will feel more natural and invite positive energy into your home. Now let's move on to the next incredibly interesting part: choosing positive patterns and colors. You may be drawn to trendy, edgy patterns, but let me ask you something: do these designs truly help or harm the energy in your home? Imagine stepping onto a doormat with sharp, aggressive patterns. What kind of energy would that invite into your home? Definitely not good energy, right? Stress, conflict, and negative vibes. You're unknowingly inviting conflict into your space. Instead, choose soft, soothing patterns like lotus flowers, spirals, or lucky symbols such as ancient coins or the Bagua symbol. These designs are not only visually pleasing, but they also emit positive energy, balance, and a sense of tranquility and prosperity into your home. Now let's talk about something that may have been overlooked for far too long: regularly cleaning your doormat. It may seem like common sense, but I have to say it again: clean your doormat regularly. It's easy to forget, right? We're all busy, and after all, it's just a mat. But a dirty mat doesn't just ruin the aesthetic, it's absorbing negative energy into your home. When your mat is dirty, it doesn't just block the flow of positive energy, it holds onto the negative energy already present. Every time you step on it, you're inviting stagnation into your home. Over time, this can affect your finances, relationships, and overall mood. The solution is simple: clean the mat. Not just for hygiene, but for the energy of your space. When you wash the mat, you're clearing out old, stagnant energy and making room for fresh, new vibes. A clean doormat will make a huge difference in how energy flows through your space and will create a positive atmosphere. Now, let's spice things up with some Feng Shui enhancements. This is where you go beyond the basics and add symbolic items that can make a big difference in attracting wealth and positive energy. Here's a little tip: you can place a Feng Shui coin or a pinch of agarwood powder under your doormat. These small items are renowned for their ability to attract wealth and prosperity, while also helping to clear out negative energy. The Feng Shui coin, especially the traditional round one with a square hole in the center, is a symbol of financial circulation. It represents the flow of wealth and abundance. When you place a coin under your mat, it sends a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive prosperity. Agarwood powder is another great option. It's famous for its purifying properties, helping to remove stagnant energy and welcome positive vibes into your living space. You don't need to show off these items, they are subtle but powerful. Simply place them under the mat and let them do their work. It's like planting a seed for prosperity quietly but powerfully.